Okay, my name is Leanne Dan, and back in 1996, I had a tumor removed from my lung that was pressing against my spine. And after that, I had left side nerve damage and pain like you wouldn't believe, up to a level 9, sometimes maybe a 10.
Where
Um,
at? Where was it pain at?
Mostly, it started mostly on my left side, um, and then it kind of turned into arthritis, and then my knees were an issue. That's probably been 5, 6 years. My knees were probably at a nine, a lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
My right hip was bad, I'm sure, because I wasn't walking straight. I knew I wasn't walking straight,
Mm-hmm.
but I couldn't walk straight.
What kind of pain was there?
My bad pain in my right hip, just a stabbing pain probably for the last 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
I got totally, I should back up. After the surgery,
Well, prior to surgery, did you have any of those pains?
I had no pain at all prior to surgery. After surgery, I quit sleeping. I had pain.
When you say you quit sleeping, what was the sleep pattern like?
I sleep an hour at a time, from recliner to bed, back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't stay in any one position for
Mm-hmm.
more than an hour.
Okay. That went on for 20 years?
Yeah, since 1996.
Okay.
Slept the first 5 months in the recliner. It was awful. So I started getting really desperate, didn't know what to do. And so I was told I needed for sure one knee replacement, but I didn't want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I ran across an ad on Facebook for Dr. Robert for a consultation and an alternative to knee replacement surgery. And so I went.
Mm-hmm.
Everything made total sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I started going. I've been going since end of November, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm virtually close to being pain-free.
Mm-hmm.
My neck, there's limited movement in my neck, but I have no pain in my neck.
Prior to coming, the pain in your neck was what out of 10?
Probably 6, 7.
Mm-hmm. And that's gone now?
I have no pain in my neck.
No pain in your neck. How about your knees?
My knees are good right now. They get fatigued frequently, but I don't have any pain in my knees.
Yep. And your right hip?
My right hip is pain-free.
Yeah. Amazing, right?
It's amazing.
Did you ever expect that we'd have this kind of result when you started?
I was hopeful, but no, I didn't.
Right.
But I was desperate.
Yeah. And so it's any advice to people who've been suffering it's been 24 years, right?
Yes.
With a lot of the things?
Yes.
Since that surgery.
And also, in addition, I might add, I had a spinal cord stimulator implanted for the nerve damage pain from the surgery. And although that did help some, it kind of moved around in my epidural space, and they couldn't get it back to the place it needed to be, so I had to have it removed.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my only hope.
And what did the surgeon say to you when
all
those problems were created?
When I had the left side nerve damage to the point where I couldn't rest my arm on a table. It was so painful.
Mm-hmm.
So they sent me to a neurologist, and he said, well, sometimes it takes a while for nerves to regenerate and all this.
Mm-hmm.
So this went on for 3 months. Went back 3 different times. He said, give it a little more time. I'd go back. It was the same. So I said, so there's nothing you can do? And he said, well, about the only thing that we could do is do the same surgery on the right side as we did on the left side to mimic the pain on your right side to offset it. I don't know if that makes any sense, but
No,
to try and offset the pain.
But that's what he said.
That's what he told me. That is what he told me.
Okay. And
I knew that wasn't right.
Are you able to do new things that you hadn't been able to do prior? I think.
Well, I can dry my hair with a blow dryer now.
You weren't able to do that.
No, for a
how
long time.
Yeah.
Years.
Yeah.
I mean, I could hold it here and that's about it.
Yeah. So that's a nice.
But I can.
Hey, look at that. So.
I love it.
All right. I love it too. That's so cool. So, Well, thank you for sharing. Anything you'd like to add? Come to your mind?
Come see Dr. Robert.
Well, thank you. All right. Well, thanks a lot.
I had the nerve damage on my left side and it went under my arm, and I would go to shave under my arms. I felt like I was cutting my arm off. So I mentioned that to Lisa, was doing the mudding that day, and she said, well, she was mudding in that area, and she says, let's just put some mud under your arm and see what happens. So we did, and I didn't think a whole lot about it after that until the next time I went to shave under my arms, and I had no pain.
None.
No pain under my arm. It's incredible.
How cool is that?
It is awesome.
So, well, thank you for sharing. That's a good pelotherapy mud story.
Mudding is good.
Mudding's good.